Today's episode of Maine Web News is brought to you by Hearth and Home Realty. Whether you're buying or selling your home, contact Hearth and Home Realty at 696-4247 for all of your real estate needs. That's Hearth and Home Realty, 696-4247 on Outer Main Street in Madison.
And now, Maine Web News.
Today's Small Business Award winners and the National Federation of Independent Business endorsed Paul LePage as Maine's next governor at a press conference at the Augusta Civic Center.
My company is Care and Comfort. We're a home health, mental health home modification company with headquarters in Waterville, providing services from Biddeford to Lubec. I've chosen to stand and endorse Paul today because I feel I have seen him as an administrative person working through issues that are going on in Waterville, and I think we need that kind of help in Augusta.
NFIB members expressed very strong support for Paul LePage. They see him as someone who understands what it takes to succeed in business and public finance. They see him as someone who understands the challenges, the opportunities, the necessities facing Maine and its residents and business owners. They see him as the right person at the right time for Maine. Been there, done that, can do it again. That's how small business owners view Paul LePage. His track record, his confidence, his determination, and yes, his passion. If a candidate for governor is not good for small business, that's not good for Maine. All of the candidates claim to be good for small business. However, mainstream small business owners, NFIB members, believe that Paul LePage is overall the best candidate for them, and that is why they endorse him as Maine's next governor. And I'd like to introduce them the candidate, Paul LePage. Thank you.
I would like to thank Susan, Ford, Mike, and Mark for their support. They represent the brightest and the best of Maine's entrepreneurs, and I appreciate the endorsement. I'm also very grateful for the endorsement of the National Federation of Independent Business. I appreciate the advocacy work that NFIB does for its nearly 4,000 members here in Maine. I am the only candidate running for Maine Governor with a proven track record of creating jobs here in Maine. I understand the challenges Maine businesses face, both large and small, in trying to create jobs, wealth, and opportunity for its Maine people. Forbes magazines ranks us in the bottom in terms of business climate. We need and we must do better. Being dead last in business is a dubious distinction, 35 years in the making. Business as usual in Augusta. Maine entrepreneurs are going out of business. We need to get Augusta working for business. I'm running for governor to release the energy of Maine's private sector. I want to make government a partner with Maine entrepreneurs so they can create jobs, the 50,000 jobs of unemployed workers who need wealth to sustain their families. As governor, I will audit every regulation on the books. We will streamline the rules we have to have, eliminate senseless red tape, and create a culture of cooperation between Maine regulators and the private sector. In my administration, every new regulation and law is also going to require a jobs, opportunity, and business cost impact study. If we're going to put new regulations on the books, I think it's important that we recognize what it's going to do to our businesses and to our jobs. Under my administration, we will have a 90-day permit review process and a lower cost of filings to create a new job in Maine. Just $5. No credit cards accepted. Reducing red tape and regulations is especially important to small business who do not have the resources needed for consultants and compliance officers. Entrepreneurs need to be free to grow their enterprise. Maine businesses have created 90% of new jobs in our state. We need to make it easier for multitasking and entrepreneurs to succeed. We have to also get the cost of doing business down, and we need to do that very quickly. Our healthcare costs, utility costs, and taxes are a weight around the necks of Maine businesses, trying to compete to create jobs and attract investment. For our smallest businesses, these costs are a real barrier in achieving sustainability. I believe in the private sector. I believe in the small business owners here in Maine. As governor, I will fight to make sure job creators in Maine get every chance to succeed. I'm grateful for the strong support I've received from the Maine business community and look forward to working with the Maine job creators. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time to pass the baton in Augusta. Thank you.
If business and jobs are an important issue to you, this is an endorsement to keep in mind when you head to the polls November 2nd. This is Jared LeBlanc informing the voters on Maine Web News.
Experience the future of Maine News today at mainewebnews.com.